Where's my cool intro? Hold on, folks. Where's my new one? Let's try that again. There we are. Is that not the smoothest sound getting into the weekend?
It's
such a nice.
Makes you want to get into something.
That's right. Well,
different for everybody.
You know what?
It's Friday.
It's Friday. And my wife is upstairs. I'll be. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see.
I'll talk about gaming. What are y'all talking about?
My wife is upstairs.
It's been a long week. What can I tell you? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the NLG Show. It is us, your three amigos of gaming. It is I, Mike Mullis, Stinger NLG.
This is Peter Hutting, HDK. What's going on, guys?
And it's Chris Williams, a.k.a. Fastback 6768. It's Friday.
It's Friday night. The feeling's right.
Ready for some weekend gaming for us.
That's right.
Old fart school gamers. We have to work during the week.
Between our naps and
yes,
and our long days at work. Do you know what? When the weekend's over, here we are.
Yep.
And you know what
That's what we look forward to.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, I love it too because I don't get to game every night anymore like I used to. So the one thing I do get to look forward to is hanging out with you two on Friday night. So,
yeah.
So it looks like Niall's already in. This may be a short show considering the fact that that Anthem demo's open now, right? So
yeah,
I got a couple people in there.
Yeah,
I looked at the server status. It says everything is operational. So
all right. So we have to take ourselves away from Dirt 4 for a little while to play.
Yeah.
So
all of a sudden, we started doing some rally racing.
I know,
yesterday.
Man.
I started off with WRC6 or whatever it's called.
WRC6.
And just the steering and stuff is a little twitchy and a little hard. I think it's better if you have a wheel.
I think it's better if it's 60 frames per second.
Well, that too. And then you said, like, oh, you should try Dirt 4. So you tried it, and I did like one race. So far, so good.
Yeah.
Race some more today. It's fun.
It is fun. See, we're gonna have to talk about some shows to do. I got some ideas for things like that where we can. There's so many good racing and rally games out there that people don't remember. You go back to the days of Colin McRae, which is what Dirt was built from. It's Codemasters. Right. You go to Rally Sport Challenge, which Peter, you and I.
Yeah, but it's kind of funny because you have those feelings from way back when, but I played it not that long ago. It's not the same as we remember. It was good.
No.
But right. You the game has you can tell it's an older game, but just put it give it a fresh code and get it to 60 frames.
That's right. That's what I loved about the Dreamcast was that's what they pushed back then, and I still have my Test Drive V Rally, which still was one of the best in games that I think I've ever played for a number of reasons. including the fact that it had its own track maker.
Hmm.
So that was my first box quote too. As all,
Nice.
yeah. So Niall's saying if it's not Dirt Rally, I don't care. So Dirt 4 is I think
predecessor?
it's a sequel. No, I think it's a sequel. I think that's what.
Okay.
Let me look, because if you liked Dirt Rally, Niall, you will love
Dirt 4.
Dirt 4. Seriously. Hold on. Let's see. Dirt 4 came out June 6, 2017. Dirt Rally came out December 7th, 2015. So yeah, give Dirt 4 a try, man. If you like Dirt Rally, you're gonna love this. So really, really tight game. So besides
Woody's
that,
not playing it, but I think he already played it though.
did he? Oh, is he a rally guy?
Oh yeah, Woody, yeah.
Yeah, yes. I forgot which one he raced though. I remember him racking up the Chivos and stuff.
Well, I have to check his Chivos so we could go get him.
Yeah.
So now I want to try the multiplayer. That'll be the next one.
That would be cool.
I wonder if I'm curious as to what it is, especially in a small track like that. I'm wondering if it's more of a you run at the same time and then figure out whose time is best.
Okay.
So, we'll do it over the weekend.
I mean, a true rally, that's what it is.
Exactly.
Oh, kind of nice if you can see each other, even if you cannot. Like it's like a ghost.
Like ghost, yeah.
but a real-time ghost.
That would
be kind of cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, now you got me. Good night, everybody. We're gonna go play.
Yeah.
Some
This was fun.
It was.
Get really in that.
See you next week.
Yeah. So I'm looking it up. Just want to see Dirt 4 multiplayer game modes. So create stages, add them to a playlist. Let's see. I mean, there's. Okay, so only multiplayers are online. You can race people in a single circuit in Rallycross, on your own track in Classic Rally.
Hmm.
Can you create your own track? What? Oh, I hope.
Anywhere.
That would be
Dirt 4?
cool. Yeah. You see anything like that? I don't know. You're still playing, or did you?
No, I passed.
Oh, okay. Oh, that'd be cool. Wait, Dirt 4 track maker. Can make courses.
Wow.
There's a hold on. There's a Dirt 4 2.0 coming. Now you got me looking at it. Dirt 4 2.0 coming February 29th.
Oh, wow.
That,
Is it a free upgrade or is it a
I don't know.
DLC upgrade?
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up, and we'll have something to talk about later on in the month.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gonna have a lot to talk about at the end of this month.
Well, this is true. Actually,
Yeah.
This is true. We're gonna have a lot to talk about.
And play, yeah.
All right, so let's get to some stuff because I know Chris is not much of a racer, and
I wasn't trying to get.
No, it's okay.
I wasn't trying to steer you guys off the road.
All right, guys,
Hey.
guys,
Get back on the road.
All right,
Get back
guys,
on the-
shut up. So Niall says he used to know someone who used to work at Codemasters. Oh, that's cool. Colin McRae games are awesome. That's why Dirt is so good. Anyway, all right. Anyway, other than Dirt 4, Peter, what have you been playing this week?
How can I forget? I finished the Detroit Become Human. Man, what a game. I tell you, if you own a PS4 and you have not played that game, man, you should trade it right back in and do something else. That game is something. Loving it. Absolutely fantastic.
Damn.
So,
Reaper Unlimited does not like Colin McRae.
well, that's his loss.
That's my youngest brother.
Ah.
But I didn't even see him on
the racing and rally games don't run in the family at all. Oh, welcome in, man. Welcome. So,
look
he
who
knows
showed
it
up.
from experience. What? Wait.
Nettie
You don't
Legos.
know nothing.
Oh, okay.
He's too young to know anything. Shut up.
No. Show
Sorry,
was
that's
better.
Family. I told my brothers. So I was like, wait a minute. Because, they game with me too. Of course, it's been a while. But Reaper, he's game with us in the party chat. He's been with us a couple times. So, yeah.
All right. So
Is that the one I played Anthem with?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now he was playing Rainbow Six.
oh,
Like he's good. Like
Siege?
I need someone to back me up on like FPS games, shooters. He's the one.
Wait,
He's the one.
he plays Siege?
Yes.
I've been looking for a reason to get back into Siege.
Well, he's always looking for,
I don't know if this is just it's apparently not just me because you're doing it too, Peter. I haven't been playing the new stuff. I've been going back and playing old stuff.
Yeah, something new, something old, Games are games.
I didn't even know you
And a
were in the
good-
chat room, Sam. Oh, there he is.
It's because at least on mine he shows up like in a like super bright neon green. I can't even see who it is.
So yeah, we've been playing these older games, man. We've been playing the Dirts and the Detroits. I was playing King. I went back to play King's Quest, my second chapter.
I still need to play like the last two, I think. See, they made a mistake. It was episodic, right? Which
Yes.
I don't have an issue with episodic, but I do have an issue with different duration between episodes. Like between 1 and 2, it was a long wait, and between 2 and 3 was a long wait, and then all of a sudden, it's like, okay, here you they kind of dumped it in.
See, by the time I got it, I got the collector's edition, so I got all the chapters at once.
Oh, okay. Lucky you. I actually have it on PC as well.
So good, it really is.
Because they had it, I don't know what it was. Maybe on one of the PC sites, they had the whole King's Quest collection for like dirt cheap.
Yep. See, now they need to go back. See, and
Actually, maybe it was the whole Sierra collection.
They
The
need
King's
to go,
Quest, Beast Quest, Space Quest, and the whole 9 yards.
They need to go back and remake Police Quest. I would love for them to go back and remake that.
But yeah, King's Quest was always my favorite though.
Yep.
It's the first game I played on PC. And Test Drive.
Remember?
Those two.
Test Drive. Test Drive 2, the duel. Remember Quest for Glory?
I never played it. I don't think.
It was in that King's Quest kind of.
Yeah.
vein. So, showing our age, man.
And Space Quest.
Space Quest. Roger Wilco. That's so good. Dave.
What was the other one?
Legions
This
of
one-
Larry.
Oh yeah, you need to play that.
Oh God, yeah.
Now what's the other one?
Yeah, especially you guys
Yeah,
getting
this is
into
the
puberty.
Member Berries episode.
I forgot what it's called. Let me check my library real quick. Ah man, getting old.
I know, man. Getting old sucks, doesn't it? No. Well, while he's looking that up, what have you been up to, Chris?
Just working. I played a lot of Anthem over the weekend. So, definitely enjoyed that. Friday when it came out, I did struggle a little bit to get in. And Friday I was off, but I did get in and played one mission. I think I played the first mission with Siberia. And
well, I'll tell you what. It said Gabriel Knight. Oh wow, was that Sierra?
Wasn't it?
Was it? I don't know.
What's up, Chief?
All
right, well,
maybe it isn't.
I'm not saying it wasn't. All right, so while Chris is like, all right, we're gonna talk about something recent, damn it.
and then
Sierra Online.
Okay.
Saturday.
Publisher Activision, at least for number 3.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Saturday, got in, played quite a bit. Played, HDK and Coop and Anchorman. I think Anchorman played with him a little bit between Saturday and Sunday. So played quite a bit.
I played a bunch of randos on Sunday, which was the only time I could finally get in. But I think between a couple of us, we got some video footage, so we can kind of go over. Because there's definitely, I'm torn, but I want to hear you guys first. So, Chris, you put a ton of time into this, and I got some footage from you. I'm gonna pop in here.
I don't remember what the max level. I get to level 16, but as soon as I got in, and when you start in, you're in the terrace, the main hub, the single player area, and it looked good. You had a lot of NPCs around. Some of them you could talk to, some you couldn't until you won't be able to talk to them until the main game. So definitely going to be some interesting stories there, some side quests and such once the game comes out. But the game is slow when you're walking around in that city. You're in first person mode,
right?
Yeah, and I didn't really care for that. I'd rather be in third person. But maybe they just didn't want to get into the whole, this game is about the javelins. It's all about that, the custom. So maybe they don't want to get into you customizing a character outside of the javelin. So maybe that's why they did that.
Yeah, maybe.
They just, so they put in first person, and then, when you're walking around, you're slow. You can't even jog. So it's kind of pain. It's like, come on, I want to hurry up and get to my suit, get the hell out of here. But once you get in that suit and you jump out in the world, and at first I couldn't figure out the flying at first. So I was kind of like jumping around a lot everywhere. But then I'll tell you what, once you get used to that suit, it's lovely.
Suit's slick as a get out.
You start off in the Ranger.
Yes.
This before you even customize and everything.
Yeah, this was me with my one game. So I'm gonna get to your footage next because I think you had a bunch of custom stuff that you were working on.
Yeah, once I got to the other suit, you get a little bit further and you can unlock other suits. So far I played Ranger and Storm, and right now Storm is my jam. So, but I'm this weekend I'm gonna try out the other 2 suits, and see what happens.
It was kind of funny. I had the same javelins, and the first time I was in the Storm, I did not like it at all. And then once you get the hang of it, it's like, that's not bad. Not bad at all. So I never went back to the Ranger.
And go
ahead. No, go.
Quick.
No.
Like Sam was saying, combat, movement, phenomenal, customization, outstanding, performance, loading issues, which is true. Friday and Saturday. Loading. There's a lot of loading.
Yeah, that I couldn't understand. Like loading, like within the mission.
I think someone had brought up. I forgot to even think about that. That you could be tethered to your player, right? I don't know if it's just for the demo or what, because there are areas you can't go into. So if you get in those areas too long, you're going to end up get loaded back to your group.
Yes. I don't know.
But I think you're tethered though.
Let me see. Let me look at one of my other videos that I took because that may have happened to me, where I got off the beaten path, and then it said, catching you back up to your team or something like that, and it actually respawns you back to where everybody else is. No. There it is. Transport to mission area. So returning to your team in. Mm-hmm. So if you get too far
so you're tethered. Yeah.
Right, and then it reloads. But that's just it. The loading screens were really bizarre.
Yeah.
In that.
Staying quiet.
Yeah.
Got our first hour in. No.
So of course Super Cooper loves the game. He loves every game.
Yeah. He said he just beats another Stronghold mission on hard. Yeah, I mean, we were playing Stronghold 2, where it was with a spider. You had to shoot its sacks and stuff, and then the spider would go away and then would come back again. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was cool. The environment's beautiful. Mm-hmm. I think this environment is it's alive.
Yeah,
you got other creatures like I love Destiny. I love Destiny. With the gunplay, the mechanics, and all that. But and of course, the environments in Destiny were beautiful too. But to me, they didn't feel alive.
These definitely feel alive. You have those birds flying around and the other creatures on the ground, and
The one thing that's funny that I've been seeing a lot is one of the creatures is called a grabbit, which it looks like a rabbit, and so the Anthem developers had mentioned that. So many have been killed during last week's demo. And I did kill a couple of them, but then because I didn't know what they were, I thought maybe I can get some loot. But then when I figured out they're passive creatures and they're not dropping me in loot, so there ain't no point in wasting any bullets on them.
Yeah, exactly.
So leave the grabbits alone, damn it.
This could be a game that PvE could be really special if you've got a good group of friends. I jumped into when I finally jumped into a game, and this is a problem that I tend to have all the time. I mean, I'm a pretty social guy. The reason that's how I met you guys is I jumped in games and I talked to people and they talk back, and then you get to know people and you get and that kind of thing. I finally got into the game for a mission or two before they shut it down, and I was in a party with I think Nate and Jack, and I said, and Peter, you were playing your own game at that point, so I'm like, what, hey guys, I'm going to jump over to game chat and just see, just check these guys out and run with them for a few minutes. So I move over to game chat and like for 5 minutes, I'm like, hey, can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Is anybody there? And nobody. They're all doing their own thing. Nobody, you have this issue where they're off doing their own thing and don't give a rat's behind about you. So you lose that aspect of the team gameplay, because this feels to me like this should be a team a team game.
It is. I know last weekend, was it Sunday? I think my brother was playing with HCK, Coop, and who was the other person? But they were. I remember HCK. Y'all were trying to do the Stronghold or whatever.
Right.
And so I said, that's when I said, hey, I told my brother, go jump in with them and try it on hard mode. Because my brother's pretty good, so I'm not sure. Did y'all beat it on hard mode?
Yeah, that's that was the one with the spider.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so we did beat it.
Yeah.
And then, so we beat it. I got the XP for that, and then it was time to get the loot, and then my game crashed.
Yeah.
If you crash like halfway a mission, you can load back in, no issue.
Yeah.
Once you're that far, after the mission kind of has concluded,
when you're in the Stronghold,
you lose your
you're screwed.
You're screwed.
And that's an issue that some people were having even right now. Who was it? Doomhammer, I think, was saying. No, it was someone else, Spoon. He said he did the Stronghold on hard like 3 times, and every time it crashed. So I think, during this demo and stuff, I think they're having an issue with that. Hopefully they can patch it.
Dude, what happened to your Mixer stream?
I don't know.
I downloaded this off of your Mixer. It's really weird.
Kind of dark.
No, look at the. It's like a screen within a screen.
Not sure what's going on.
Yeah, that's weird.
Hmm.
Let's fast forward a little bit, see if anything. There it goes. All right. It fixed itself at some point.
That's why they call it mixer. It's a mix of everything.
Yeah.
So, and we have to let's also remember this is a demo, which at least they call it a demo.
Yeah.
They're not calling it an open beta. They're being honest, and I have to give them credit for being honest. You know how I feel about open betas? They're basically demos, right? To me, that's what I consider a demo. But I respect the fact that they actually call this a demo, and they want you to they are confident enough in this game that they want you to play it, and they want you to be in it. So I give them kudos for that. I really do, because that's not every game does that.
They did say it was a 6 weeks old build.
Yeah.
Those of us with EA access are going to get the real shot at it.
Mm-hmm.
And
can't wait.
Right. Now, a couple of things from the chat room, which I do have to point out, which is true. Rurutu says this thing is 2 weeks from release. They need to get the server issues fixed, which is true. And I think this demo this weekend, we're gonna see, because it's the open demo. I think we're gonna see whether or not that's they're ready for it.
Right. I mean, this is a full scale test. They finally, can test to make sure that all the calculations are right and everything. It's not necessarily that they don't have enough servers, because I think they do. It might be just some other stuff like queuing and other stuff that load balancers, etc. That
Look,
they have to be finely tuned too. So
I couldn't get in until Sunday. I couldn't get in until Sunday, and I know most everybody else did.
Yeah,
I couldn't.
We told EA it's like
Sunday was running pretty smooth.
Keep his expectations in check.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, they call it a demo, but it is a beta. It
should almost be called a technical test.
Yeah, because it needs to be tested. It's just with the issues that it's having. It needs a lot of people to jump in to break the game, to find these issues, so that when this game comes out, hopefully it doesn't have too much of an issue at launch. I'll tell you what, it's gonna have. When it comes out on the 22nd, it's gonna have some issues in the beginning. I bet you people are gonna have a hard time, starting up.
If we can even get onto Xbox Live.
Well, there's that.
That is not an issue.
Yeah.
But I mean,
PSN might be the place to be.
That we play.
Well, they don't have EA access, so.
Oh, this is true.
EA access would be fine if you paid.
Yeah.
But every game like this online, you're gonna have issues at launch, especially if it's popular. You got a lot of people jumping in on a game, so these games are not easy for the developers to keep them optimized.
Niall did say, let's all remember it's EA. He does make a point. Look, I know he's being funny, but he does make a point. And don't forget, man. Don't forget that BioWare has something to prove here. Yeah. Because they're coming off a very disappointing Mass Effect game.
Yeah.
So they've got something to prove. And this needs to...
One reason... I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying that this needs to hit for them.
Yeah. It's one reason why Casey Hudson came back to the team. Just try to keep things in check.
I still think the facial animations are not very good, though.
In the out of the main terrace.
Yeah, it's like it's a step up from Andromeda, but not by like a landslide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially also, I played Detroit, so characters, animation.
But that game doesn't have all the action and stuff either, so
no, true.
They can focus on the.
But I got spoiled.
And you are putting that, and you are putting that up against games like Assassin's Creed and stuff like that too, where those games look fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, but but I remember, I mean, the original Mass Effect games, the facial animations were awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean,
it's gonna be a fun. I think it's gonna be a fun game, especially like you said with friends. The story, I guess we'll find out. I mean, a couple of people you talked to in the game. What was the one mechanic? The female, was it Zora?
Yeah, something like that.
And it was funny. We were in party chat, and you talked to her, and blah blah, and you had conversation, and you got 2 dialogue options, that so you could pick one, and you get a whatever response, and you go through a conversation, and sometimes you get another 2 dialogue, and you pick another response, and see where it leads you. And it was funny. We were in party chat, and I think it was Jack. He's like, "Oh man, she has a kid."
Oh yeah, that's funny.
They're like, "Hold on," and yep, she had a kid. Can't date her.
Yeah.
So, but and then the douchebag at the bar. It was.
Yeah, that was like.
Yeah.
Hopefully the conversations are better than just that dude at the bar there. That was a little so cheesy. It's like, okay, skip.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping the story is, compelling, that it keeps you interested. And
I mean, they have a ton of the what are they called? Those things that you can find in the world, and also in your.
Oh yeah, it's like the kind of like history of the ancient ruins. And stuff like that.
Right.
I can't remember exactly what they call them.
Yeah. And Sam, shout out by the way to our good friend Sam Tolbert from the Inner Circle, who's as we say, is one of the only writers we really trust in this world.
Yeah.
The story was written by Drew Karpyshyn.
Yeah.
And so he's hopeful. And I agree. I agree. Look, I want to give this thing a chance. I'm not going to...
absolutely.
I've got... yes, there are some issues. But, again, I'm happy enough that they simply said, hey, this is a demo. And we're going to get... if I didn't have EA access, I'd be a bit more buttoned up about it. But the fact is, some of us are going to get to play it for free for a few days.
Mm-hmm.
And that's gonna tell me everything I need to know about whether or not I want to get it now, or whether or not I just want to wait for it to come out on EA Access.
Right.
Yeah, like an EA Access, if you already have it.
The Vault.
Well, yeah, if you wait that long.
Right.
But even at that, you pay if you already have EA Access, you pay 10-hour trial.
Exactly.
You don't have to buy the game, I saw on Twitter somebody was complaining about the EA, like we were talking about, but EA. Oh, it's EA. And someone showed a chart, and it showed how you can play. Like if you pre-order it, you get into VIP demo, and then you get the, and then when early access, then you got people who have EA access and Origins can play it.
No.
Blah blah blah, and it's like. They're trying to say, well, look, EA scamming people. They make it confusing us, but I didn't see no confusion. It's like
no confusion at all.
Like so last weekend, if you pre-order it, you're able to get a code, and you also were able to get other codes you can hand out to friends. And on Twitter, the developers were just handing out codes to.
Mm-hmm.
And who was it? Somebody in the party chat last week and said that they never even pre-ordered it or anything, and they were still able to download the game. So, but then now this weekend it's open, right?
Right.
And then if you have EA Access or Origins, you get to play it on the 15th. 10-hour trial. And then before you even buy it, I don't see the complaint. I don't see the confusion. So,
No, and I think it's gonna be fine. I think that gives us all we need to know. And, look, I still don't have a strong feeling on this game. Like I've gone from, I don't care, to I'll give it a try now. So, credit BioWare for at least getting me over that hump. Where I didn't care. Metro Exodus is coming and Crackdown 3 is coming, and so for me there isn't enough room for all three games.
Yeah, now 3 weeks later the Division is coming.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
And what's funny too? And then also on the 15th, the new Far Cry. Was it Days End or I can't remember.
Dawn something.
New Dawn.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah. It's kind of to me. It's kind of like a DLC of Far Cry 5.
Yeah.
But it looks interesting. I want to play it, but I'll wait because my main focus is Anthem and Division 2 right now.
Yeah, mine too. I'm looking very much forward to this game.
Yeah.
Even with the issues, it was what we had, but it looks very interesting. I'm very intrigued, and I really want to play it.
Yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued, but Crackdown 3 and Metro Exodus. See, that's going to be my problem. Metro Exodus is my anticipated super game. That is my, a lot of people that's Anthem. That's what Anthem is to them. That's what Metro Exodus is for me. It's based on the fact that it's just based on the fact that the other two Metro games were so good that I cannot wait for that continuation. And I'm not sure if that's the continuation of the Metro storyline or if it's just a different and I know my brother Sam is gonna kick in. So, that's right, man. Rarutus is Rage 2. We forgot about that.
When's that coming out?
No, that's not. No, Rage 2. That's not until I think April.
That is May 14th.
Okay, well that's good.
Right, so we got time.
Yeah, good.
Whoo, we got time.
Well, real quick before we get off of the Anthem subject. So when I was at PAX South, I got the pleasure to run into 4 developers from lead developers on the Anthem. Don't ask me what their names were. I did take a picture of them, but then here's a poster they had, and they signed it.
Nice.
Had them just sign it, so this will be up on the wall soon.
Nice.
And then they gave me this with it. So this has their signatures on it too.
Nice. They left you. So when are they scheduled to come on?
Well, that definitely. I think we should try to reach out to and try to get someone on from them. So
absolutely,
it'd be cool.
I'm all about that now. So, yeah. So, oof. All right. So this. See, this got a lot of people talking. It's got a lot of people interested.
Yeah, I mean that's what these demos are for. Whether it's good, it's positive or negative, it's all getting attention on Anthem, and that's what the developers want. I've heard some criticism, how they responded about the issues last week. People were saying they were kind of damage controlling, but I mean, what do you want them to say? They have to have a positive spin on it, but they also realize that there are issues, and they try to fix as much as they can. I think Sunday when you got in was the best day. I had no issues when I played Sunday. So it's a beautiful game thing that we are getting new IP. And that's what I love is that BioWare is great. They did Mass Effect, KOTOR, Dragon Age, and now here we get a new IP. So
I'm all for new IP.
Yes.
Yeah. Look, all credit to that too. You know, it takes it does take some it takes some risk to do that. So.
Yeah, so recommend everybody get out there and try the demo. It's open this weekend. See what you think. You're gonna have some issues. Yep. So that's up to you. You can always wait. If you don't want to pre-order it, you can always wait till after it launches and let it play out. Let it, get those couple patches in, and you really want to get it.
Yep.
I think it's worth it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's gonna be tough because, I've only got a base PS4 and an Xbox One X. Pick my poison. Which one do I might try both just to see how the PS4 controller plays with this, so I can give people some feedback on that. Now, Rurutu says something interesting, and this is something too that it plays into this versus Destiny and other games. This is third person.
Mm-hmm.
He's not into third person games, as he just said in the chat. I am. So Gears and
mm-hmm.
things like that. I for some reason, Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, those kind of third person over the shoulder kind of games, I like, and I think it's because I feel like I can see more. I've got a better field of view if the camera's pulled back a bit.
Yeah.
Than what I would have if I was looking through his eyes. And so that always intrigued me, but he's on PC only and doesn't use a controller. That makes sense. Oh, here's a great scene where we had to fly across and there's the birds.
Yeah.
So, and you can hover. This is where I learned to hover. I'm like, oh, okay, so you don't just drop down to the ground. So.
And what's funny too is that I prefer third person also, but when I played Fallout 76, you can go back and forth, and I don't like playing in third.
Yeah.
But I only put it in third just to look at my clothing. Okay, look good.
But I get what he's saying. As if you are a mouse and keyboard gamer, third person is not as intuitive or as easy as first person. I get that. Yeah. I totally get that. Mm-hmm. So.
Did you shoot that creature, the one that looked like it's from Starship Troopers?
I did.
Or did the bird?
I think the bird. I think the bird did. Hold on.
That's what I'm talking about. When the environment is alive, and so these creatures not only they attack you, but they will attack the enemies that you are fighting.
Yeah. Let me see.
That is cool.
That was definitely not me that rained down on him. I guarantee you that. This is the base.
He took your kill.
Yeah, whoever it was. Here it comes. Yeah,
that
was the bird.
Kill. He stole
the bird.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hey, this does, for better or for worse, this definitely does feel like a BioWare game.
Mm-hmm.
This definitely feels like BioWare, like you've played this kind of game before.
When I played this, it felt like Avatar meets Destiny, or the other way around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the environment-wise, and then
I could see that. It felt like Mass Effect in that third-person view. A little bit, not that it was Mass Effect, but it had that Andromeda kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
They need to. I am really hoping that there isn't a loading screen every time you go to a new area. I'm hoping that that's just from the demo.
When y'all played, what did y'all think of the gunplay? Also, the feel of the guns. They feel off to you a little bit sometimes.
No.
Some of them felt great, but then some of them I was like, it wasn't as good as I thought. So I wasn't sure if it was just the game itself. Maybe it's just not up to par on the optimize on the guns, or
I didn't.
Well, also like the first day I played, there was a lot of rubber banding going on. I couldn't shoot squat. Because each time, you were standing around the corner, you pull the trigger, and then all of a sudden, like, it jerks you back and stuff. At first, I was like, what's going on? I can't shoot anything. And it's like, oh, wait a second. That was this major rubber banding going on.
I couldn't tell. I couldn't, because really this was the only javelin I was using. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I had the base configuration. So I it wouldn't be fair for me to judge that. But I didn't have any trouble. With the guns.
Chief asked about day and night. I did believe they did say, I could have sworn they said there is going to be some day and night. And also this weekend there's weather. So if it's raining, you can fly around for a long time because the rain keeps your suit cool.
Ah, sweet.
Yeah.
And that's another thing, like underwater, you go in the water, and then once you come back out of the water, shooting out using your jetpack, that's so awesome. It's really well done.
Yeah, apparently there is day-night, and now this was back in July that they said that not only that, but the enemies and the landscape are influenced by that time of day in the game. So
yeah.
So yeah, in fact, somebody from BioWare had tweeted out. Somebody had asked, "Does the time of day impact enemy types and behaviors?" And Mark Dara from BioWare said yes. So whether or not there will be day-night cycle within the missions, who knows? But it does appear that there's going to be some form of day-night, whether or not it's real time in missions or where you start. I guess it depends on how big the missions are.
Yeah.
So, but well, we'll get more into this. If anybody wants to play with us, we're open, man. We love to. First off, we know all you guys in the chat room, but a couple of you new guys that you guys want to game with us. Send us a tweet. We'll send you our gamer tags. So I think that's what I'm going to do next. Is I'm going to get our gamer tags and PSN names, and I'm going to cycle them down below our pictures because I can do that with XSplit. So that way people can add us on Xbox. They can add us on PlayStation. Peter, you and Chris have a Switch. You can put your Switch names in there. And that
friend codes.
Yeah, we can put our Social Security on there.
Basically, right. It'll run. No crossplay that I'm aware of.
Not right now. They said not at launch.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting.
Definitely want to see, hopefully, like cross progression.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Like every game should have that. I can see they don't have cross play. They don't have like play anywhere, but a cross progression, they should have that option.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A cross progression should be a major thing. That should always be a thing.
Sam. Translation, they're working on Sony. Convincing Sony. But I tell you what, crossplay, it's coming. It's coming to the big guys. They're getting there. Like you got Anthem. Some of the big guys are already talking.
Yeah.
They want crossplay.
They want it.
I can see that once the game is of a certain age, then your player base might shrink on each platform. So at that point, if you can play together, then it'll definitely be a good thing.
Yeah.
But initially, I don't.
Yeah, I don't see I don't think it's smart right now to go crossplay right off at launch because then you got to worry about a huge group, playing together, and then so you got to get it working right for each platform, and then all right, let's do crossplay.
So this is a great segue, by the way, to talk about crossplay for a moment. With one of our favorite games of all time. So, thanks to Peter and Nate, specifically, and Juan specifically. Shout out to Crazy Juan.
Oh, and don't yeah.
I think Rare listened to the three of you guys, and
I chimed in too a couple times. I retweeted.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I made some comments too. So
yeah,
I've definitely tried to support these guys when they were.
So, Sea of Thieves they have heard the complaints. They have heard the gamers, and they are much to the chagrin of the PC base. Sea of Thieves is going to in an upcoming update. They are going to disable crossplay if you wish. So.
On the Xbox side.
Yes, when the arena PvP comes out,
if you use a controller,
right?
Because they will start supporting keyboard and mouse, but once you do that, then you're still in the pool with all the PC frauds.
Right. Oh man.
Oh yeah, you know.
Oh, the views and opinions expressed by Peter Hutig are not necessarily.
So
send your hate tweets too.
Yeah, you still have the option to go crossplay with PC, no matter what.
If
you can
choose to do so, you can.
Yeah. At your own risk.
Right.
Yeah.
But those PC players, they don't know how to dig up a chest. They come on board and steal your shit. You know, that's how it works.
Yeah, lately it's not about getting loot. It's about just harassing.
Well, and you know, there's right, and you know, people don't understand that. People don't understand that the you know, there's so much of an advantage the PC folks get, and it's not, you know, most people think, well, it's just because it's mouse and keyboard versus controller, but remember too that the frame rate on the PC version is higher. You know, on the Xbox, even on the Xbox One X, you're locked at 30 frames per second. You are not on the PC, and so they've got an input advantage as well, a timing advantage, and so it's just simply not fair if the only reason you're going out there is to muck with the console peasants. And so
they hunt in packs.
yeah, really. And I think the fact that the game is becoming more and more popular and bigger, now they understand exactly what the console gamers have been complaining about all this time. You know, trust me, I've watched you guys play. I've watched video. I've seen it. Console gamers, you know, the Xbox gamers are not just whining for the sake of whining. They're legitimately getting cheated out of stuff because the mouse and keyboard and the frame rate difference is just you can't battle that. And so this was the
and the hacks they used too.
Yeah.
Right. Because you
can
that, and you can basically, you know, program your keyboard for crap.
Well, that's a bit, with other hacks, so they can see where you're at, they can see where your loot is, etc.
Yeah.
There's some other funny stuff with their boats, so they can sail against the wind in full speed, and who knows what else.
But I'll tell you what, every time I played with HK1, Nate, we gave them hell.
Oh yeah.
At least if anything, having to deal with these PC guys made us better at PvP and Sea of Thieves, because we gave them hell, and you can tell that these guys don't even know how to use a cannon on a ship. So I don't, how many times we've sunk people, and especially Juan when they're playing together, they just kept sinking these PC players. But unfortunately, they keep coming back.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they catch you in a vulnerable position. You're already, resources are down. So what are you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is a good thing, And look, if you still want to play with PC gamers, then you can.
Yeah,
you sure can. But I've watched a major amount of frustration, and look, to your credit, especially Peter, you still became Pirate Legend, you still play it. You
I think I was Pirate Legend before it was like,
Yeah, but you still play it. You grumble.
I still
and you.
I moan and bitch, but I still.
But you still go back to it, and
I still go back.
I feel like a pirate.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Rare.
Not as much as Juan and Nate though.
Right.
They're like hardcore.
Yeah, and then Nate goes on the forums. Nate goes on the forums, and they abuse him on the forums. And I think maybe Rare understood that more than people gave him credit for, because by all rights they could have lost a large chunk of their player base, and the player base keeps coming back because they really want to play the game, they really like the game, they really like all the add-ons and things, but they get frustrated at the PC gamers that are just there to cause trouble. And look, let's be very, 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 very clear here. Not every PC player that comes on is like that. They're not all out there.
We've met PC players that are, just good dudes or dudesses, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, there were some out there that were cool.
Yeah, and once in a while I join on while I'm on PC because I'm doing something else or.
Yeah, because it's playing.
But I'm
but it's the ones that do it to because they're just jerks. That's for lack of better,
Yeah, I don't know what the fun is. Yeah,
I don't either. But so this is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
So the other thing that CFTs is doing that Joe Nate has talked about is they are going to be tweaking the weaponry and your combat skills. So things like weapon reloading, bullet speed, knocking back, hip firing, which is tough, and sword play. So I'm curious as to what they're going to do with sword play, because that is your pirate thing. Right. And even I've noticed, I mean, that's very bare bones. You have your swing, and then you have your hold it down and stab, and that's really about it. I'd like to see them improve the swordplay combat to where you're actually, there's some strategy behind it, and you're not just swinging.
Yeah, I wouldn't have an issue with them even locking, your sword in a weapon slot as a fixed weapon. Everybody has that sword.
Yeah.
You should, because it's.
I mean, yeah. But I don't think they want to go that far yet.
I don't know. Chief Tommy, For Honor style, something like that. When I think of swords and pirates, I mean, honestly, I think of Pirates of the Caribbean or Pirates of the Caribbean, however you want to say it. I think of those cool sword fights that Jack Sparrow had, and I just, granted, you're not going to get that in Sea of Thieves. That's not the point. But it wouldn't hurt to get somewhere in that neighborhood where, there's a little bit of, ding, 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 back and forth, a little bit of parrying, a little bit of, that kind of thing. I would love to see something in that style, even if it's not a full on, as Thomas says, For Honor style. I don't need it to be that, but I would like to see something a little bit nicer.
Yeah, let's tweak it.
Yeah,
definitely not as to the level of Kingdom Come Deliverance either.
No,
yeah.
Right.
You definitely.
So
that's a sword simulation right there.
Yes, it is.
Right. So, and could you make the better weapons nicer? You don't have to make the Admiral's sniper rifle more powerful, but could you give me a glass that's not broken?
That's your crosshair.
I like the
yeah, but if you're paying 5,000 doubloons for it, and it's the Admiral's one, I expect it to have a nice looking glass.
That's what you're giving a shop at a used.
Well, the currency, the economy in the game. In the beginning, it was like, I don't have enough, money. I want to buy this, I want to buy that. But lately, whenever I do get in there, I don't even care like about how much money I have and do I have enough to buy. Like, because to me, it's like all the weapons, they're all similar. They're just different style. It's all cosmetic. So it's like I just don't. Maybe later on I got enough. Okay, let me try this. Different look, but never been an issue as far as the economy. So
now. So those.
Of course, when they come out with their pets and stuff, your monkeys, your parrots.
That'd be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So that was a great segue into crossplay stuff, and we're gonna segue into something completely different. So, and one of our final, main things of the week, because next week we're either going to have another developer guest or we're going to talk about Crackdown 3, I'm sure. Actually, when does that launch? Is on the 15th. So no, we're going to talk about that's a Friday.
But next week Inside Xbox show is on the 5th. So there should be some news there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
we'll see.
All right. So,
also, should manage our expectations, though.
Yeah, I know. We always do. So, the next item up for bids here is the Epic Store. So this is the interesting little piece of something. We were talking about Metro Exodus earlier.
Oh yeah.
And seems like Metro Exodus is going to be exclusive to the Epic Game Store and not going to be on Steam. And this is not, if I remember correctly, this isn't the first one, right?
Nope.
Oh, it seems as though there's a little bit of shots fired going on, but some of these are pretty big shots. We heard about Epic Store when it first came out. We heard about some of the things that it's doing for the developers, giving them a larger percentage of revenue, things like that. Yeah, exactly. Sam saying Epic putting that Fortnite money to use. Better revenue sharing, things like that. But this is the first time that I think I've seen a large game like this come to. Now it's timed, I believe.
Yeah.
But it's still, and really, Deep Silver, who's putting out Metro Exodus. Basically, this is his exact quote. Epic's generous revenue terms are a game changer that will allow publishers to invest more into content creation or pass on savings to the players. By teaming up with Epic, we will be able to invest more into the future of Metro and our ongoing partnership with series developer 4A Games to the benefit of our Metro fans. So that's I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. It's like Clemens Kundratitz, the CEO of Deep Silver. That's that's a
Yeah.
So the other big one, which we know about, is the Division 2. And they're not coming out on Steam either. And if you thought Metro Exodus was a big game, well, I would say Division 2 is bigger, right?
Yeah.
So
they had Ashen, started with Ashen and the way. When Ashen came out, everybody was said coming out on Epic for PC and Xbox.
Right.
So
yeah.
I see a lot of rumblings back and forth. I'm not a PC guy, so it doesn't bother me. But I think competition is good. So it's like PC players, welcome to the console world where we have to deal with exclusives, exclusives, or whatever. I think Steam needs a check.
So I want to find. I would love to get, and maybe we need to go to find somebody who's deep in the PC world to come on the show and talk to us about storefronts, because you got to remember, back in the day that I played PC games, we didn't have storefronts.
No.
We went to the store and we bought the game on CD and we brought it home and installed it.
Floppies.
Yes, floppies. Yes. I believe my first King's Quest was on 3.5-inch floppy.
There you go.
Actually, my first Sierra game that I ever played, Peter, sorry, Chris, my first Sierra game I ever played was Mission Asteroid on the Atari 800, and that was on a 5.25-inch floppy.
I don't know.
Anyway, so, I didn't understand. I don't understand the whole storefront battle myself. Like, I see it from, the monetary side of the cut that Steam gets and the cut that Epic Games gets. So I get that their storefronts make money off of the games that they're selling, much like a brick and mortar store. And maybe that's the part that I'm missing, is I'm not looking at this like Walmart versus Best Buy, and maybe I should be, because this is sort of,
Yeah, but it's more than just buying a game from that store, though. It also integrates with, on Steam, your Steam achievements, your trading cards. So there's some added value, or for some
perceived.
So you have that. But I mean, when I look at myself, I don't care where I buy a game from. The only thing is like, how do you know and consolidate what you have? Because and also the storefront is like your DRM, right? Like your
True, which is why a lot of people like GOG.com,
right,
which is DRM free,
right,
typically.
And they all have their launchers now, so you kind of see what games you have and you can launch them from there. But overall, it's like, how many copies of Flame in the Flood or whatever it's called do I have? And on what platform? Oh, I have it on Twitch.
Yeah.
I might have it on Steam because I got it through Humble Bundle. It's like big. I don't know. It's hard to keep track of what you have.
Well, yeah.
If you have like one store, say you only have Steam, there's one place where you go and you check to see what you have, and there it is. And so you're like, oh, you already own this game. Do you want to buy a copy for a friend? I mean, it simplifies stuff. And then I was thinking about like, well, what about something like what's it called? Ultraviolet. When you digital move. But just when I said that, we got an email saying, "Oh, we're closing shop." And like, okay.
So you lose all those games that you have on there.
Well, they go back to their retailer.
Yeah, they go back to the retailer, and it's I don't know. That was kind of nice to get a central point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So but I remember, maybe Sam knows more about this too, that Microsoft had a whole framework set up, and that other storefronts could use. So you kind of have a simplified and a way of sharing of storefront, digital rights, management, game inventory, whatever it is.
Yeah, because I remember buying on Steam about how was it, paper something, and then when I went into my Xbox area, the game was there too. I don't know, that was weird. Well, question on what Jeff was saying about. So, okay, some people are Steam guys, right? And like you said, you have achievements and this and that. You have your profile there. Is Epic also free? You can just go in there and set up a profile. Does it have anything like that, or is it just you go in there and you buy the game?
It's very bare minimal.
Yeah.
So
right now, you buy a game and it's your DRM.
So they don't have those features like Steam to
Correct.
right, but so the only way for them to compete with Steam right now is to have these exclusive deals.
Right.
Or
or games will be cheaper because they charge less.
That's one of them, right?
Because wasn't Metro Exodus cheaper on the Epic Store? Let me see if I can find it. Metro Exodus.
I thought it was like $10.
Yeah, pre-purchase. Yeah, $49.99.
Yeah.
So it's $10 discounted.
So
that's
that's their way of trying to grab people's attention.
And it's funny because the other Metro games, this is how angry the Steam people were. They review bombed the other Metro games that were in the Steam store. And I wouldn't be surprised if Steam drops the entire series.
Will they? With 30% cut? Well, what are those games worth nowadays?
Yeah, I mean, really,
Maybe
Last
$10
Light.
bucks?
So yeah, all right. So what are you getting out of it?
But like this is not on the studios. This is on, like you said, Deep Silver,
right?
And like EA, the publishers. They're the ones who make the deals, not the studios.
Right.
Right. I mean, look, this is, Steam said, "Oh, this is unfair." Well, unfair to what though? I mean, if you don't have the only way
to their own wallet.
Well, yes. The only way this is really unfair is if Epic charged you to be a member to buy things from the store, and Steam charged you. That I would get. That I'd understand. But the fact is, it's like saying, well, it's unfair to Best Buy customers that this game, this console bundle's only at Walmart. Well, tough shit. Go to Walmart and buy it.
Yeah.
That's why I don't understand the store, the hand wringing over the store concept. If I want to buy Metro Exodus on PC, I'm gonna get it from the Epic Store. Let's not forget that there's Origin as well. Like, you can't buy an EA game anywhere but Origin.
Yeah, and what about the Uplay Store? Ubisoft.
Well, Ubisoft though, I think Ubisoft's gonna make a push towards Epic though.
Right, but you can also buy stuff directly from them.
Sure, absolutely. Microsoft's got their own store. That's what. And if I want to buy, a game that's Play Anywhere, that's where I have to buy it from. Okay. Who cares? That's the part I don't get. Okay, yay, achievements, but you said it yourself, which I think you made an excellent point. It's value, maybe. I mean, am I gonna only buy stuff from one store because I can get an achievement for this?
Some people are very particular about achievers.
So,
that's why some people don't want to move from PlayStation to Xbox or from Xbox to PlayStation, because that gamer score, that trophy count.
Their investment.
Yeah.
And it's going to be interesting too, because Phil did say at XO18 that they still plan on improving Xbox on PC.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Are they going to compete with Epic and Steam?
Maybe
also?
10%.
Yeah.
On the cut Epic Store.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of it, but Dauntless is also Epic Store. So now this is interesting. So I'm just looking this up, and this game, and this is a new kind of a new story. So Dauntless is a game from Phoenix Labs. It's Monster Hunter-like, as they call it. And it's moving from its own current launcher to the Epic Games Store. And will support cross-platform multiplayer and progression on Apparently, it's coming out for PC, Xbox One, and PS4, and will be cross-play across all of those, and then Switch and mobile when they come out next year. But they're going to. It's right now an open beta on the PC, but it's going to release on the Epic Game Store. And it looks like April. So it's another one. So it looks like Ashen was a Epic Game Store exclusive as well.
Yeah.
There's another game that was Epic Store exclusive as well as Xbox.
Hades?
Maybe. I forgot the...
Well, the other one, let's see. Below...
it's not out yet. See if I can find it.
Maybe it's... Is it that one from Supergiant? Because if it's that, it's Hades.
Maybe it is.
Let me look it up real quick. Or you might find it before I do. But this is, I don't know. I'm trying to care. I think it's a good, don't let me get it wrong. I brought it up because I think it's a good story. I think it's interesting to see what's going on in that space. And when it comes to storefronts, it's apparently a whole lot more serious war than I'm giving it credit for, apparently. I just don't necessarily understand the consternation. If I want to buy a game, it's like if I, well, it's only on PS4, it's only on Xbox. You want to play Spider-Man, buy a PS4. If you want to play Crackdown, buy an Xbox. Well, if you want to play Metro Exodus on PC, get it from the Epic Store.
At least you can play in your own hardware still,
right?
That you already have.
This is true, but you get my point. It's
yeah.
You go where the game is. If you want the game bad enough, you go where the game is to get it. If you are wringing your hands over this, then you don't want the game as bad as you say you do. That's all I'm saying. So, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
True.
So
it's an epic situation right now.
Yes, it is. Nice. Nice. All right. Is there anything else on that? It sounds like we kind of...
But one thing is funny about it, one of Tim Sweeney's comments like maybe a year ago, 2 years ago about, it's don't lock it all in games into one particular store, but now they kind of do it themselves. Because now it's only the Epic Store, and it's not, it's just interesting.
Yeah. Huh.
Funny observation.
Yeah, I've got just a totally unrelated side note, right? So I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a new guy heading up the third-party portfolio at Xbox. His name is Damon Baker. So he's your third-party guy now. And apparently he came from Nintendo.
Yeah.
So Digital Devolver, I don't know if people have noticed, but if you follow the NLG Twitter feed, which is at OG_NL Gaming, thanks to a new partnership we have with a site called Games Press, I've been able to post a whole lot more news on that Twitter feed. And one of the things that we found out was Digital Devolver has they're a great indie developer. They have a game called Ape Out that's coming, and they just pushed the release date back to February 28th. So Damon Baker, they tweeted that out. Damon Baker quote tweets that and says, "Hey Devolver Digital, remember when we talked about bringing all your sweet games to Nintendo Switch? We need to have another chat."
We have a system for that.
Yes. And
This
Devolver,
is why Xbox picked them up.
And Devolver responded with an animated GIF of Spock doing his eye thing.
Nice.
Uh-huh. So
yeah, the game Digital Devolver has always been a big presence at PAX South, and this last year it had a little bit smaller booth, but it had some cool games.
Yeah.
And I saw the Ape Out. It was on a big screen, and it's a cool. It's got a cool color scheme, and it's top down view, and it just looked cool. So it looks like you're playing, I guess that's an ape, and you're just going out kicking butt all around. It looked cool. So I definitely will enjoy playing that.
I mean, yeah, there's some good stuff coming. There's some good stuff Devolver puts out. They've got Broforce was one of their big ones. The hell is that? Scum was one of their big ones, and they're pretty cool. They're a pretty cool developer. So and they are not. They weren't on the. They weren't. Mustang o'clock.
There's another game that I want to
56. Good night, pal.
I don't know if I can pronounce it right, but I posted on Twitter as Piku Niku, and
oh yeah,
that's one of their games too. And I posted on Twitter, so it looked kind of cool. So they got some unique games.
Yeah,
that they bring.
Yeah. So yeah, I just thought that was funny. I just the he was right there. That was funny.
So and speaking of him, I saw a deal that I guess at the GDC that's coming up. It might be some kind of announcement with Xbox's streaming service and where it's going. And there was an article that showed mobile, PC, and devices, and it showed Switch. So, be interesting to see what kind of Xbox and Nintendo seem to have a relationship, pretty decent relationship this gen. So, and Nintendo might be okay with having the Game Pass streaming service on their Switch. Maybe because Nintendo don't have to worry. Like, it's like, hey, we are Nintendo. We have our Nintendo games, and their games sell like crazy. Like, you've seen some of the numbers for Smash and so on. So they're not worried on that, but they're not all about all these big third-party games, right?
Right.
So if they have a deal with Xbox, and people can play if they want to play these third-party games, because you got people who only like to play on Switch, but now they can jump in Xbox.
Yep.
And stream some of these third-party games on their Switch.
Dude, imagine you're up.
Or they're so anti-Xbox that this is kind of a.
There might be some, but
Trojan horse. Look.
I don't know that. See, I don't know many Nintendo gamers that are anti-Xbox. It's like I don't know many Xbox gamers that are anti-Nintendo. I honestly don't. It's like a coexistence that you don't see between the Xbox and PS4 gamers.
No.
So,
True.
Imagine you're up on that rooftop and nobody's talking to you at the party. So you just
play some Halo.
You just play some Halo. Yep, and some Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: what if Nintendo start using the back end stuff for achievements and all that stuff?
Microsoft has always said that their Azure stuff is open to anybody who wants to use it.
I mean, they have Switch games that tie into Xbox Live with Chivos.
It's possible.
It's possible.
So,
everything is possible.
Everything's possible. So, all right. So let's get to our last bit, so that we can get on to some gaming. So we have the February now. We have the February list of PlayStation Plus and games with gold, and we got a month of very good stuff, gentlemen, for both systems. So let's.
Nice.
I'm gonna so you guys can hear it. I still have to share the entire. I just took a screenshot of you guys. Here we go. So you guys can actually hear this like everyone else. Time to show you. PlayStation Plus is February 2019. Lineup. Two pretty good games this month.
Mm-hmm. And this is the last month that they also have PlayStation 3 and Vita games, right?
Yes. This is the last month that they are doing PlayStation and Vita games. So, however, they are also, and I meant to... Let me get to that blog post. Give me 1 second. There was some more news on that besides just the games this week. Where is it? February. Okay, so not only do we get these games this month, but cloud storage is expanding to 100 gigs.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. So if you got game saves, you should never run out.
Nope.
No.
So...
Yeah, those are two cool games right there.
Yep. By the way, so these are the PS4 games. The other games that are coming out this month on PS Plus are Dive Kick, which is cross-buy with PS Vita. Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots, PS3. Gun House on PS Vita, cross-buy with PS4. And Rogue Aces PS Vita, cross-buy with PS4. And what is up, Matt Jones?
Whoa,
Brother Matt, how are you, man?
Nice.
So, Jeff found the back and forth between Derek and Devolver. So, for PlayStation VR fans, we've announced big discounts on top PS VR titles exclusively for PS Plus members. 50% off Rick and Morty virtual reality, and 50% off. 50% off Resident Evil 7 Biohazard Gold Edition. 25% off Borderlands 2 VR, and 20% off Astrobot Rescue Mission, which I might have to get. That makes it $30.
Well, good luck, sir.
I might have to. Why?
No, I don't know.
So, let's see. Borderlands 2 is down to 38. Is that the whole game? I couldn't remember if I think that's the whole game in VR. I'll wait for another sale. Borderlands 2.
I don't know.
Oh, Tommy was playing Anthem. He said fell out of the map and lost connection to the servers.
Yeah, hopefully he didn't yank that cord out.
Yeah, hopefully he didn't break it for the rest of us. All right, so Resident Evil Biohazard Gold Edition, which is the Not a Hero downloadable content and the VR stuff. Well, the VR stuff was built into it. The additional content included is the same as the season pass content. That is down to $25. And Rick and Morty is down to $15. So if you're a Rick and Morty fan and you got PSVR, but it requires the Move controllers. Well, I'm out. I didn't get the Move controllers yet.
Yeah.
So, Matt's been playing Kingdom Hearts on PlayStation. Oh wow! Don't let Uncle Phil hear you.
Yeah. My goodness.
Say, Matt Jones getting into the multi-console bit. Good for you, man. Good for you. So Siberia was playing Far Cry. Hey, you know what? We're still so happy that you guys are hanging out and listening to us, even if you're playing something else.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's what it's all about.
Yep.
So, hey, somebody's got to play games while we're talking about games.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
definitely appreciate everybody chiming in while they're playing.
We love you guys. You guys all know that. You guys, all of you guys, we say it every week, and we mean it every week. Without you guys, we're not here. So, all right. Games with gold for this month.
Games with gold.
Hi, Xbox fans. Get ready for the Games with Gold February lineup. As always, all 4 games are playable and acquirable on Xbox One and free to those with an active Xbox Live Gold subscription. Beginning February 1st, jump into retro-style gaming with Bloodstained: Curse of the Moon. Designed by the legendary Koji Igarashi, this action-adventure title is the spiritual successor to some of the classic side-scrolling games of the past. Switch your play among several different characters, each with their own unique abilities, as you travel perilous lands to defeat the evil demon lurking in the Forbidden Castle. Then, on February 16th, step into the fun because Super Bomberman R is back and better than ever. 8 Bomberman heroes journey to space to fight the evil Emperor Bugler, but now with the help of the Master Chief. Exclusive to the Xbox One version, use your state-of-the-art combat armor to help win the day. Play alone or with a friend because this is the biggest Bomberman game ever. On the Xbox 360 February 1st, continue the adventures of your ancestors in Assassin's Creed Rogue. Set in the chaotic moments of the French and Indian War, relive the days of Shay Patrick Cormac, a fearless young outcast assassin who slowly morphs into a deadly assassin hunter due to a tragedy. The dark transformation your character goes through will shape the future of the Brotherhood forever. Finally, on February 16th, learn the ways of the Force from Jedi Master Luke Skywalker in Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. In this classic title from the original Xbox, begin your journey as a student eager to learn as you interact with famous Star Wars characters and locations. In the end, you'll face the ultimate choice, the good and freedom of the light or the tantalizing power of the dark side. To redeem the title, simply click on the gold area on your Xbox One, your Xbox 360, or even on the web at xbox.com/gameswithgold. Your new games will automatically appear in the ready-to-install section of your Xbox One. With Xbox Live Gold, you are part of the world's premier gaming community.
I have a quick question. Assassin's Creed 1. Did we get that to some other means? Game Pass?
I thought it was the Games with Gold a long time ago.
That's what I thought too, because I already have it, and I never bought it.
We've had Assassin's Creed before in Games Go, but I'm not sure about that one though.
What did it say? Rogue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I kept thinking, did Bloodstain come out and I missed it? But that's this is not. This is the previous one. This is not Ritual of the Night, which is the one that hasn't come out yet. This is Curse of the Moon. So. Where's the list, the 4-part list here? There we go.
I don't see it on the list.
I thought it came out. I don't think so.
Oh, was it free due to some other or something?
I thought it was the Games with Gold from a long time ago, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, I looked on the wiki and I didn't see it as a game from the past.
Huh.
You might have downloaded from Game Pass, no? Or
maybe I'm looking.
Unless you bought it.
Oh yeah, here it is. It came out
last gen.
November 2018's Game with Gold. It came out the same month as Battlefield 1 and Race to the Sun and Dante's Inferno.
So was Games with Gold before?
It was Games with Gold. November 30th. It was this past November's Games with Gold.
Really?
Yes.
Rotating it back out again?
Well,
So
this is Rogue.
Oh, what was the one that came out in November?
The original.
Oh, okay.
The original Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. But we've had other Assassin's Creeds.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, 3 and 4, I think. And
What
Brotherhood.
about things like China?
They had
What about
China and Russia.
Yeah.
So, but these are so forget all these. Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy. That's
Yes.
I that is the Jedi Knight series is LucasArts at its greatest. That is some of the best. The Jedi Knight series is some of the best games overall. That as good as the Force Unleashed is, Jedi Knight was that much better. And Jedi Academy was really cool because it brought back Luke Skywalker for a part. So I am stoked. I have not played. I don't even know. I gotta look and see what I've got for Jedi Knight, because I don't know if it's now backward compatible, and it's just.
No, it is.
Yes.
I remember a while back that was one of the Star Wars games that came out BC, and that's what got me excited. It's like, ooh, because there were a couple of these games I didn't play back then. So, and then I was thinking, well, I need to go buy the disc, but now here it is. I can get it for free.
Right.
So.
Well, Jedi Outcast was the one that was backward compatible. I thought. I wasn't.
I think this was one of them too. There was like 3 or 4 of them that were.
There were the Star.
Yeah.
There was Jedi Starfighter.
Yeah.
And then there was regular Starfighter, and then there was the 2 Force Unleashed. Hang on, I'm looking, because I might not. I'm trying to think of what I have.
Yeah. KOTOR.
Yeah, KOTOR definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Star Wars. Come on, where are you? Here we go. All right, Force Unleashed 1, Force Unleashed 2. Where are the...
Sam said this was made back compat in April 2018.
Why don't I see it on the list? Oh, here we go. List from Xbox. Yeah, so you're right. So Battlefront 2, Jedi Academy, Jedi Starfighter, KOTOR 1 and 2, and Republic Commando.
Yeah.
Republic Commando is also a fantastic game. Very underrated.
All these cool Star Wars games that we got back in the day, we can't even get one out now. Thank you, EA.
Yeah.
I mean, the Star Wars, the Battlefront ones were cool, but...
Can you believe I still haven't played Battlefront 2, the new one?
I played the campaign, so... I don't know, maybe later on pick it up, because I rented it, and so maybe later on I'll pick it up. We can do some multiplayer or something.
Yeah.
A couple times.
Well, it's in the vault, I guess. I could.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you should grab it there.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, try the campaign. See what you think.
All right.
I didn't mean to push you
No,
on that, but
no, it's okay.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was, the first one was decent.
Yeah.
And then got bored of it. I'll try it. So. All right. So that's the Games of Gold. That is the
yeah, all those
PS Plus
games. on the gold. They all look good. That bomber one, that was cool.
Oh,
With the
Bomberman's
Master
always
Chief.
been fun. Yeah.
With the Master Chief deal in there. Yeah.
Bomberman's always been fun.
All those, I'm gonna download all the 4 of those. So that's a good.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Did anybody ever find out what the hidden games of gold was, or was that just a?
I think it was just a joke.
Oh. Boo.
Yeah. The titles were too long.
Gotcha. So. And I don't have a games with gold list. Yeah, thanks for giving me information I didn't know about. Hey man, it came out in April. You can't expect me to remember all this stuff as old as I am. So, but coming out games with gold, man, if you don't have it, which I'm pretty sure I don't, otherwise I would already have played it, which is probably why I don't remember it. The fact is coming out games with gold, yeah, I'm getting it again. So I will have it. I will have it again. So. All right, I think we've covered everything tonight, haven't we? Anybody else got anything of big note to? I can't think of anything.
No, I just discovered that Super Daryl Deluxe is part of the last month's Humble Bundle. Humble Monthly, sorry. Pretty stoked about it.
Okay.
I think Frankie was very fond of this game.
Yeah, Frankie likes those Bizarro games.
It's not Bizarro. It's actually pretty fun.
Yeah. Well, I meant,
I was looking forward to it. I saw it was on sale, I believe, on Steam for $5.99, and then I discovered that it came with Humble Monthly. So
nice.
I already have it.
I'm surprised you didn't get Farm Together.
Yeah. No.
I'll try to get you a code for it.
Yeah, you know what? That's funny because I was seeing Doomhammer and a bunch of people posting that, and I was like, dang it, y'all are giving me the itch for this game. And of course, Peter goes, he didn't, but the poison.
Oh, yeah. He's not talking about talking about Blueberry, it's not Poison
Ivy.
Ivy.
Yeah, not Poison Ivy.
Right.
So I might have to just get that game just to kind of play around with it. Seemed like it. And, and I had mentioned that's a good game, too, that would be great for once the streaming service, Xbox streaming service comes in mobile. Like, I could see myself, just kind of like, hey, play this game on mobile. There's certain games that I don't mind playing on mobile. So that's real quick. So here's I just picked this up on my NES Classic. Love my love for Tecmo, so this is what started it all for me on NES. So I'm just slowly, adding to the collection.
Yeah. Did you see the remake that came out a couple years ago? Can't remember when it came out exactly. It was it allowed you to play. I know it was on Xbox. I think it was also on PS4, and it allowed you to, and PC, and it allowed you to play either with newer graphics or classic graphics.
Yeah. I did play it. Only thing is that it's. I wish we can get Tecmo Bowl 3 or 2, because that's when they put in the NFL teams.
Yep.
But Nintendo can't do it because they don't have the NFL license, so they can't. I don't think they've can. So I know on the Switch there's some NES classic games on online. Supposedly pretty soon they're going to have the Super NES games on the online, and I'm not sure they're allowed to put Super Tecmo Bowl 2 and 3 in there because they have the the classic NFL teams from the 80s. So that I want to play. I want some Bo Jackson. Just knock everybody around.
Yeah. It's still my favorite videos. So watching the Bo Jackson, the was it the Family Guy that did it? The Bo Jackson. Oh man, it's good stuff. So, Tecmo Bowl Throwback, I think is what it was. Came out in 2010. So, but yeah.
Yeah.
I remember. I think.
Just quick shout out to our affiliate brother, Four Guys Recorders.
Oh yeah.
Great show yesterday. Like you said, I got to listen to it today at work. 'Cause they do come on a little early. For me, sometimes it's funny because I get off at 4:30. They come on at 4 my time. So when I get off, sometimes I can put them on. I'm at my desk and I can listen to them when they come on, and then I listen to them while I'm driving home. So, but Thursday I was just real busy. But shout out to those guys, Assassin, Clowns, Inferno. Thanks for the shout out. The love for NLG he gave us. And he even made a comment like about us, going back to YouTube and this and that.
Now I understand why I'm starting to get the pressure.
Yeah. We just talked about it.
Yeah.
It was funny he brought that up. So.
Well, I tell you, people have asked, why'd you guys go to Twitch? Why don't you stay on YouTube? Why don't you guys go to Twitch? I'm going to be honest with you. The folks in the chat room, the fact that they came over to Twitch to be in our chat room, to be with us, tells me the type of person we want watching the show. There's a pool of gamers on Twitter that we're all friends with, and that's fine. But we are different than a lot of other podcasts in that, we don't always talk about the most recent things going on. Sometimes we sit here for 10 minutes to talk about rally games and Sierra Online games and stuff like that. We just, we try to do things a little different. We try to celebrate gaming. We try to be something that is different and elevated. And don't get me wrong, there are other shows that's not what, they have a thing that they do that attracts a large amount of people. What I want to do is I want to attract gamers like us. I want, not people that, I think when we had Southbound 110 on a few weeks ago, he said something that was very, very much the way that I think the three of us feel. We don't want fans. I don't want a fan base. I don't want, I sure as hell am not a celebrity of any kind. I'm just a guy that had a good time 10, 15 years ago, got lucky with a couple of things, and just, there are people out there that are much better at what they do than me when it comes to that industry. So now I just like talking games. Yeah. And I like talking with you guys. And I just like the camaraderie. And I like the camaraderie of the chat room, and I want to reach those people. And I'm not sure that, and this is just my opinion, and for what it's worth, I'm not sure that's on YouTube. I'm just not. We've been on YouTube. We started on YouTube. And we had 800, 900 subscribers on YouTube. I can guarantee you we never had 900 people watching our show at one time.
No. Yeah.
Twitch offers us an opportunity to reach other people that are doing game streaming, that are doing things that they're not console warring and fanboying out and things like that. That's who we want to reach. And by being on Twitch, I think what we need to do, and I know we're working on it, we need to get more gameplay streaming going on our channel. Mm-hmm. I think we need, and I'm I keep this open for anybody who, if you are a guy that has ever felt like they want to stream, they want to, get out there, but they don't want to handle their own channel. They don't want to, they don't want the hassle of having to build a channel or things like that. Come stream for us. Let us tweet it out. Let us talk about your footage. Come be part of the NLG team, and let us help you with our base, and at the same time you can help us grow, and we'll help you grow. And if we could get enough content on Twitch that other Twitch people are watching us, then they'll come and watch us Friday night, and that's how we'll grow, and we'll get more friends. We'll make more friends. We'll have more people that we can game with, that are, they're not just here because, they like our show, but because they want to be friends with us. And then that's what I want.
Yeah, exactly. Like you said,
so
it's not about having fans, it's about having friends. And
exactly,
definitely you guys and the guys in chat, I see everybody as friends. We're friends.
Yeah.
Even if we don't all game together, but we're here. We're all chatting. We're all coming together, discussing our passion for gaming, and have our own opinions, whether we agree or not. But we're respectable dialogue among each other. So like you said, this is exactly how we want it to grow in a positive way, and bring positivity to NLG and the chat, and so definitely anybody in the chat interested in, like Mike said, wants to do some streaming, with the NLG, he can try to get you some keys to some indie games. So indie games, and if Siberia is still listening, I recommended Siberia. So if you want to try out some indie games. But yeah, definitely I need to try to get some streaming into, and that way we can show some of that off.
And I keep saying it as well, and I'm negligent in it. I thoroughly admit it. My day is very, very difficult sometimes, and it's hard to get on at 11:30 at night and decide to stream something. So I'm which is why I would love to have some people that are interested in doing it, that can they can give us a little time and a little a little energy in that way.
Yeah.
So come see us. If you either grab me or grab Chris or grab Peter, and we can talk about getting you some stuff, try to get you some stuff, try to and definitely promote you. And if you'll promote us, we'll promote you, and we'll all the ship rises together.
Yeah, and definitely appreciate Nile and Coop. And they've done
absolutely.
Those guys have been great.
And yeah, and I love what they do, and I love the fact that they do it. By the way, we talked about Four Guys with Quarters. They I don't know if you guys know this, but they have a second show that they put on, where they do a little more. They do a little more with comics and with movies and things like that, and they call it the Variant Podcast, and it's I believe it's just two of them right now, and I've listened to. They've had 3 episodes so far that I've listened to, and it's very good. And it's something different.
Yeah, it's funny. Just kind of geek out. You want Star Wars and Star Trek and whatever.
Yeah.
So,
I'm pretty sure it's Assassin and is it Clowns and Assassin? I know Assassin's part of it.
It's the
Clowns.
And Clowns.
Clowns, okay. And his friend Maverick, I think.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and then because Assassin came on.
Assassin did. He did when he was talking about Star Wars. That's why I was wondering if it was. So maybe they cycle him out, but I enjoy it.
Yeah.
So,
Then also I want to give a quick shout out to a couple people. Boom. I was on his show, Breakfast with Boom, last Friday. So definitely appreciate him. He puts
Dude
out
needs to follow me back.
Yeah, he puts out good content, so definitely enjoy his stuff. And definitely our Tick GN, they just became a business, right?
Yes, they did.
Definitely a shout out to the Gaming Perspective guys, with Sam and Nick and Rage and Jackson, whenever he comes on.
Yeah.
And of course, love to my Iron Lords. So,
Any shout outs you want, Peter?
Shout out to my few sailing buddies.
There you go.
Nate, Crazy One Eye.
Your
Yeah.
Xbox whiners,
Xbox Whiners.
PC haters.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Just shout out to everybody who
But hey,
who hangs
community
with
is
us.
great. Yeah, been some great people. Appreciate everybody.
Yeah, everybody here in the chat.
Interact with gaming. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love you guys. Truly do. Truly do.
So next week, hope maybe we'll have the developer for a game called Aqua Lungers. So we'll see if that happens. Cool game that I played at PAX South, and Peter and Coop have a code for that. So see if they enjoy playing that. Hopefully we'll have some good play. Yeah, next week. So talk with another developer and talk about games. We'll probably talk about Xbox Inside news. So
Yeah, I'll probably be checking out. Yeah, hopefully. Watch me go. Don't worry about it. It's another new studio or something crazy like that.
be interesting.
It would.
It was funny because the guy Clobrill on Twitter, that's kind of an insider, whatever, and he had hinted at Xbox picking up a new studio, and he said it rhymed with balloon. So everybody started all these theories, blah blah, and then supposedly Typhoon Studio.
Typhoon.
Yeah.
Typhoon.
They're working on a game that's coming out here soon. It's kind of like a trying to remember the game.
Well, now you're making me look. What are they? Oh, they were
But-
founded by former employees of Ubisoft and
Yeah.
Electronic Arts.
And so
Didn't they
Clobrill
also
said-
just open up a new studio?
Yeah. And so Clobrill had hinted that Xbox was that right now it doesn't look like they're going to be bought ? Or brought in. So and then what was funny that one of the lead developers from that studio had tweeted and said, "Xbox, come back, let's make a deal. We're not too expensive." So I thought that was interesting.
Journey to the Savage Planet is what they're working on.
Like I guess kind of like a No Man's Sky type. So
Yeah,
interesting.
It's an upbeat game, they call it.
Yeah.
So
It'd be interesting to see what happens.
yeah,
Or,
upbeat first-person space adventure game.
yeah,
So, all right.
yeah, man. Other than that, that's all I got.
Yeah, Peter,
Ah,
you just want to go play Anthem, don't you?
yeah, exactly. Well,
Yeah.
so much to play.
I know, totally understand. So, all right, so we're gonna call it here. Then I think we've covered everything. We're gonna, like I said, the next couple of weeks, actually the rest of this month, we're gonna have plenty to talk about, guys. So I'm not worried about being hard up for things to talk about. So don't forget to follow all of us on Twitter. And I think what I'm going to do is start putting like I said, our gamer tags and our PSN and Switch stuff in the stream here, so you guys can follow us in those places. Thanks, Jeff. You're leaving the chat at the right time because we're getting ready to head out. But follow us on Twitter. Grab us on PSN and Xbox Live, and Switch if you're up on the rooftop party. And don't forget to follow our official Twitter feed at OG_NL Gaming, where you're going to start finding a lot more news. The Inner Circle affiliates, the Inner Circle podcasts and stuff like that, which is tickgamesnetwork.com, and all of our great fellow affiliates, Four Guys with Quarters, as we talked about before, Gaming Perspective, Multiverse, and player to be named later, I think. So, I think that's it, boys. I think we're out.
Oh yeah, let me give a quick shout out to Anchorman because I don't want him to get hurt, his feelings hurt in Multiverse.
Well, we don't talk about Anchorman unless we invite him on. He doesn't just appear.
I know, but always enjoy Anchorman.
Always enjoy Anchor. Anchor's one of the goods. He really is.
Yeah.
So, all right. Good night, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. If you're out in our neck of the woods, stay warm.
It's hot over here.
Yeah. It's a balmy 6 degrees outside right now.
Wow.
So, but have a great weekend. We'll see you guys next week. It's Friday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. And that's it. Good night, everybody.
Game on, guys.
Game on.
Just game, everybody.